what's been your best month on Turo numbers wise? What did that look like for you?
This month, I'm expecting to be around 55K in earnings. Yeah, in one month.
Car sharing on Turo used to be one of the best kept secret side hustles, but after the pandemic, it seems like everybody is trying their hand in the industry. Now, while a lot of people are coming in and their business is almost instantly flopping, some people are seeing success. And I'm talking about massive success on the platform. And I want to find out why. So I'm packing my bags and jumping on a plane to meet with the biggest host in the country in Austin, Texas for the Turo Power Host Summit. And we're going to uncover the secrets to their success. And we're going to find out the answer to the question on everybody's mind. Is Turo still profitable? I know what you're thinking. What the heck is a power host? Well, power host is the most elite status that you can reach on the Turo platform around the world. Now, on top of everything needed to become an all-star host, hold on one second, y'all, because this is important. I completely missed this. All-star host status is more attainable than you think because they're not looking at how big your fleet is. They're actually just looking at how well you're running your company. For example, all you need to do is respond to 95% of the messages that you get and accept 90% of the trips that come your way. And you only need 10 trips to qualify for this status. Power hosts are held to an additional set of metrics, right? Like they have to have at least 4 vehicles on the platform. They have to make at least $36,000 a year, all while maintaining favorable ratings from all of their guests. Now, one thing everyone had in common was that they solved one of the most difficult parts of starting this business. Because the truth is, not many of us have enough cash to buy 1, let alone 3 or 4 vehicles cash to start. And financing a bunch of cars in your personal name is going to kill your debt to income ratio. Now, I've talked in the past about how I personally overcame this obstacle by leveraging commercial financing to buy all my cars in my business name. Now, this strategy takes all the best parts of regular financing, but it places the car loan in your business name and it keeps the note off of your personal credit report. While this strategy is extremely scalable, it takes more than one strategy to be able to go from 30 to 40, or in my guy Dave's case, 50 plus cars. So here's his strategy on how he went from 0 to 55 cars in his fleet. Talk to me about scaling. What's some of your strategies to scale your fleet? I mean, you've been able to get to 55 cars.
Oh, I do multiple different strategies. So there's a lot of different ways to scale. And I don't think anyone should really limit themselves to one, at least try other ones. So I started with all cash. Then I got into personal credit, used my personal credit. And then I got business credit. At the same time that I was using business credit, I started taking OPC. You know, OPC, other people's cars.
Ooh,
yeah.
Hold on, say that. What were that?
OPC. So we all heard of OPM, other people's money, but I have a term, I call it OPC, where other people invest their cars and they give them to me to manage inside my fleet. So I make money with that, and then I send them cuts every single month. And I really believe, for everyone watching, OPC is the cheat code. Like, once you're an established host, I do recommend you have a little experience with it. Maybe you host a car or two, get familiar with the process. But once you do that, you can take all your data and then package it into an investor packet. And then you can show people what your car is making in your market, and that helps you sell it, so they'll be more inclined to want to give you cars. And that's how I've been able to scale.
Now, I believe that commercial financing is 100% the only way that you should be buying cars for Turo if you plan on scaling. This OPC method is genius once you have experience because it allows you to scale up without the overhead and just collect that monthly management fee. Now, this might hit a sore spot, or it may just be a life changer depending on where you're at in your business. The Turo marketplace is oversaturated with people who just bought their dream car and thought that they could make it pay for itself. But what I noticed is everyone that I talked to did the complete opposite. Instead, they just studied their market. They found out what works and what doesn't work, and they built their fleet according to that. That's exactly what allows people like my guy Sean to come in and take over in less than a year. So here's how he did it.
A lot of times what I do, I sign out of the app as a host. I go in as a guest and I look at like, oh, okay, this is what's rented. But why does he have 70 rentals? You know, see, every area, you got to know your demographics. You got to know what's going to work in your area. So, because I know what works in my area, big time. Like the Range Rovers, the high-end Lamborghini, but that's not my demographic. I'm in a college town.
I got you.
Huge college town. And so I have the little Civics, the little Volkswagen Jettas, the little Mazdas. And they love it. They eat them up, you know? And then I end up buying multiple cars of the same exact car. Yeah, because I have a lot of repeat renters and they like this particular car for the gas mileage, for the features.
Now, what he's describing is a step that the majority of people that jump into Turo aren't doing. During this process, you should really be looking at your market and finding out what's in demand before anything else. For example, if you're in Orlando, it may not be the best idea to go out and buy a bunch of two-door coupes for your business, right? You may want to actually take advantage of the cash cow that is Disneyland and go and get you some minivans instead. And no, that's not my original idea. I actually met a guy who's in Orlando and has 20 minivans, and he's making a killing on this platform. Now, a lot of these hosts are already established, so I wanted to get their perspective on if they thought this was still a profitable business for somebody just starting out. And honestly, what they said made a lot of sense.
Everybody wants to know, bro, is Turo still profitable? And the answer to that question, I believe, is yes, but it also depends. It depends on a few things. It depends on your approach, on the numbers, the deals you get, as well as your market. The key to me is buying cars under market value, being able to leverage some form of financing, like I said, or business credit, so I'm not coming out of pocket and I let the asset pay itself off. You can make money and you can get these assets with little money out of pocket and start building cash flow.
Is Turo still profitable?
Oh, for sure. So it's funny you say that because I've been watching different headlines. There's a lot of videos out there saying it's over, it's dead, just like Airbnb, right? I was lucky enough to start with Turo before the pandemic. I started in 2019. So I saw the real pricing, right? I saw the real revenue, and then prices got super inflated as soon as COVID was over, as soon as the lockdown was over, and everyone saw those imaginary numbers, and they thought that was really what it was like.
Yep.
So now that we're back to normal, the real business people that really understand this are doing well, just like we've always been.
Is Turo still profitable?
I think it's very, very profitable. The biggest thing I try to tell people is what you purchased it at. So if you purchased a car at a higher price and you have a higher monthly payment on your car, then it's going to affect your daily rate and what you get for per month.
Yep.
You know, your return on investment. Same thing with real estate.
What do they say in real estate? They say you make your money on the buy.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
Same thing with cars?
Exactly. Same exact thing. Just being strategic on how you market the car, take great pictures, you know, be a great host, make sure that they're clean and maintenance up on them. You know, people will come back.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
The car rental places are astronomical now. So I actually, on purpose, went and rented the exact same car from Turo for the same amount of days. It's about a $2,100 difference.
Wow.
And once I saw that, I'm like, man, this thing can work.
So yes, Turo is still a profitable business model, but that doesn't mean that you can just buy any car, post it on the platform, and hope that it makes you money. See, that's what most people are doing, and that's what most people are failing at. To really see success, you got to go into this with a system in place. That doesn't matter if you got one car or if you got 100. Now, the next biggest hurdle that you're going to see is being able to navigate these scammers that are taking over the Turo platform. And I'll show you how to do that in this video right here.